Alright, let's get into it. The Quarry, the Ironstone and Granite combo. The Quarry is broken up into 3 9-hole courses that are paired each with each other as I believe 3 separate courses. And first hole off the bat, the driving issues are continuing. 167 from the rough. And super short, almost in the water. Slow down. Just almost saves par, but a little far, and that is +1 to start the day. Par 5 on the next. The drives just look weak. I've lost a lot of ball speed recently, and had a couple incidents in real life where I just made just horrible swings with the driver, and so I'm not quite sure what's going on. I'm working through it. I have some videos upcoming where we switch shafts in the driver and switch weights and put some lead tape in there and just really try and get the feel back. A pretty good shot there on 2 for a par, and remaining at +1. Less than driver on this hole, trying to hit a draw, and it's the opposite. Face was open and path was left, so really missing the concept of a draw there. Trying to hit another draw, and the exact same thing happened. So looks like I'm trying to do it with my hands, where people who hit draws don't even know that they hit draws because they're just using their body in the correct way. I'm not very flexible, that doesn't help a ton, but a bogey there on 3, and we are +2 going to the 4th hole. 135, 4,000 backspin is bad. I'm missing out on so much yardage by having crappy driver numbers. Good second shot there from 145. And a par. Going to the 5th, long par 3. Trying to find 205. It's online. It's gotta go. Oh, and it gives it to me. That deserved a par, though. That was a good shot from 205. 400-yard par 4. And there's some of that driver trouble when it's 134 and 4,215, and it's in the rough. There's just like, what is the point of hitting driver? I might as well get the 3-wood out, which I contemplated doing the other day. When I was actually playing, I had a couple bad drives in a row, and I thought I should just get the 3-wood out. Good little chip and run from 42 that stays in there to save par. Still at +2. The round not going horribly, even though we're kind of searching for the driver here. That looked better. 140, 36. 0-degree attack angle, and within 2 degrees, so somewhat of some hope there. A layup second. Looked pretty chunky, but 149 remaining. Ideally, a layup would not be a 149. Look at this horrible bounce. Bounces into the 3-putt, so that's going to be an automatic bogey. And that goes to +3. 8th hole now, about 160 to the pin. Came off on a good line, but it's going to be short and right. and a weak chip effort there. Puts another bogey on the board, +4 here at the Quarry. This is the last hole on the Ironstone 9. And that looked like an alligator army ridiculous shot. Something's going on with the swing right now. Trying to clear all this water and barely do. It settles in the rough, thankfully. Flopping over the bunker and short, and then trying to do the same and not getting good contact there, but luckily dribbling in to end the front 9 at +5. Not the greatest. The driving and the approach shots very bad. Here another okay looking drive. So maybe some glimmers of hope. 151 remaining. Definitely lost my balance there a little bit and tug hooked it into the bunker. Trying to hit out of the bunker now and barely making it onto the green for another bogey. So +6, not ideal. 11th hole, a 500-yard par 5, and this looks like it's going swimming. Hang up. Oh, it stopped. Look at this bold shot next. Trying to go over. And just barely making it. 124 remaining for the third shot in a pretty good position now. Really high finish. A good bounce. Roll in. And it does roll in. That's going to be a birdie after all that. Knock it down to +5. And head to 12 for another tough par 3 over water. And that's a slice city. I don't think I hit it that bad. When it's directly 20 degrees for the path, I either think A, it was more than 20 degrees and it just stops at 20, or it was a misread and it put it at 20, because I didn't feel like that one was that bad. Another really crappy looking drive. There's a shank. I got a video coming up where I have 3 shanks in the same 18 holes. Trying to work on some different shots and different types of 3/4 this. It's usually on like these 3/4 or half swing shots that I'll accelerate early and just completely annihilate the hosel. That looked like some pretty good tempo as well on the drive, and normal-ish distances back there. 88 remaining. Trying to accelerate through that. Looked pretty good. Just comes up a little short. 10,000 backspin's good. Take the par. Stay at +5. 200 down the hill. Started right on a good line, but it's looking short and right now. And ends up in the par zone, but could have been a better shot there. Par 5, 16th hole. That looked pretty bad. It ends up okay. Down the middle-ish with some distance. Just trying to get those spin down and that ball speed back up. Really bad second shot here on the par 5. Chasing the water. It hangs up though. 65 yards remaining. Trying not to hosel it. That's that kind of shot that I've been doing it on. Into the par zone. Still at +5. All of a sudden, +5 through 16, and thinking that this ain't half bad. Another weak effort on the drive that just looks like, now it looks like a lot of shoulder turn with not a whole lot of purpose behind the swing. Just having to lay up out of that bunker. 47 yards remaining. Trying to dial it in and went right over the flag. So unfortunately another bogey right here at the end of the round, going to +6. The Quarry taking its toll on me a little bit. Some really fun holes though. Watch this luck of the Irish here. We go cart path, rough, cart path, and get a whole nother like 11 yards, and then settle in the rough. 77 away, just over a bit of water now. Again, trying to stay straight, don't hosel, and left it short. Next one's up, and unfortunately we go bogey bogey to finish, and at +7 for the entire round. Not the worst. The Quarry definitely was kind of tough, and the driving is just still not there. So stay tuned, see if we can get some better scores up there and turn around.